Hey folks, welcome back. We're still in the classical era as the Maya, and in the last episode we wrapped up yet another sort of early war, this time against the players now the Axumites, formerly the Egyptians, taking Thebes and its many territories. Didn't quite get this one here, but that's fine. Didn't really make it to the medieval either, so breaking up the normal structure of one video per era here, but I know that last one was already getting a little long. But this one's largely going to be me trying to plan out the rest of my economy in these cities. There may be another conflict before the end of the classical, but based on my era star progression, I think that's somewhat unlikely, but we'll see how fast we can get war score to grow. Now, I realized I have a civic I didn't choose, and I could go for the grievances and get the extra faith on territories. I said before I was going to go for the influence on territories. I think for now, I do like the extra 5 faith. It really gives an oomph to your religion. And the grievances would be nice to clear out the consonants. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my normal religious hostility, I think, rather than the extra influence, I think. So, over here, the city's still in a bit of an awkward position because it only has one other attached territory. And it doesn't have a ton of stability either, because I didn't have the ability to build the Cyclopean fortresses in this city to the extent I would like. I only have one of them. So I'm going to keep working on some infrastructure here. And I have to decide what exactly I want to do with the city. How do I make it actually productive? Maybe some science quarters? I don't know. I don't have good ground for anything. All this is great to be part of a city for core districts like makers quarters and agriculture quarters, but it's not great for money or science. Just because I don't have science quarters, you want sort of land like this, right? You have some of this stuff here. You have these strategic resources that you get adjacency bonuses from. It's pretty open, so you can get a lot of adjacency, and you're not losing a lot of resources by putting science quarters here, right? Whereas here, you're losing rivers and that kind of thing. Okay, so I have a choice here. Does that affect much? I don't really need the stability. Let's keep going for that extra industry. Just produce things a little faster. And Nikanei is working on a farmer's quarter. Now, I was thinking about this as well, and I think there's a possibility that I perhaps start building market quarters in this area, and eventually they spill up over here. I think that might make sense. I'm also thinking about attaching here. I have a huge stability surplus, so I think it's affordable to do that. So I'm just going to do that right now. That also gives me the ability to build another Kuna here. And there's actually some markets here already, which I forgot about. So maybe I could build on those a little bit. I'm actually going to put my quarter right here to not disrupt potential market quarter adjacency later. Finish the farmer's quarter first. I'm on negative food in that city. I also have this guy up here pillaging my outpost. They're not super strong units. I think I can probably deal with them. And they have knights. Okay, I have an issue. I don't know if this is specific to VIP or if it occurs in the base game as well. But AI, these passive units, the independent people, what they're called, I should know that off the top of my head. The independent people seem to get access to higher tier units from the moment someone eras up. And I really, really dislike that. Because I actually was playing a game where I basically got raided by an independent people I didn't know existed. And they just rolled up to my capital basically a couple turns after someone had gone into the medieval. And I still, all my armies were completely engaged. So they just came and completely destroyed my capital city in a turn from units I didn't even know were there that were way higher tech than they should have been. Just bad luck, but let's see. All right, I got distracted telling that story. So these guys I want to keep around this area, I think. I guess they can get there in one turn, so it's fine to keep them there. This is definitely my main war target at this point. These units going to have reinforced around Thebes. Now, I'm a little weaker down in this area. There's a lot of leverage here. Maybe I throw an envoy in the queue. They can hold for now. I should upgrade that. Alright, that looks good. Okay, finished research. Maybe go for Imperial Power next. Just unlocks the most options going into the next era, and I do need to start thinking about what I'm doing in the next era soon. Okay, I have a new Civic, Unbelievers. I think I'm going to go for Banish Unbelievers. These options are a little more powerful in VIP than they are in the base game. So like right here, I can sacrifice a population, get plus 20 money per turn, and 1 money per trader. 1 money per traders on Holy Site. It's kind of a weird stipulation. But like, I don't think I have any Holy Sites in Velos. But honestly, plus 20 money per turn is probably worth the population in most of these cases. I think I'm probably going to do it in all of my cities. Because I am struggling on my cash a little bit. Probably move him from there. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. Alright. So we just want these guys positioned to attack Memphis. I'm going to get war support very quickly there. Then over here we need to go deal with this ransacking units. Hopefully we can just use this army to wipe these guys out and they don't spawn an army of like knights or something. Let's see. 15 more leverage. Really struggling on the merchant and aesthete stars. I think aesthete stars are definitely not going to happen. Can I get that down to 1 turn? There we go. I still have a 53% stability surplus, which is very, very high for this point in the game. You gonna attack me? Yeah, they are. Weird behavior. Actually fine with my Javelineers taking a little damage at the start here. Like, they're not that weak in melee. They're quite good, actually. There you go. That'll get my Militarist star, my last one. So that's all 3 of those. I'd really like to get the Builder stars as well, obviously. Mikane may be a target for the Builder mode here that I always forget the name of, Landraiser. Should consider it. Food Market would give plus 7 money. Levy Administration. So this is a big change. So this Levy Administration in the base game, it's like base of plus 3 money, which is absurd. Why would you ever build that? There's no reason to build that infrastructure, right? I do like that it's changed to actually be kind of useful, because it gives plus 2 money on Emblematic District now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Civic Osmosis. No, I really don't want that. That would explain why I have low stability here, actually. I kind of forgot about those, which is, I think I have Defiance. Yeah, because I've been rejecting some of these obnoxious civics. Let's see. I think we perhaps keep this area as production. Let's grab another farmer's quarter here. I do think eventually this is going to get absorbed into Byblos. Only a 6% surplus here, so I don't want to go crazy attaching another territory. Maybe I start using this area up here for science quarters and just blanket this whole area. I think that's a decent idea, actually. Let's get started on that. And the reason I'm kind of doing that instead of working on some of this other infrastructure is because I mean, first I need to see how many you need for the 3 builder stars. I don't actually know how much it is, but I would like to get them if possible. I do like this one a lot, Imperialists. I don't want to lose my influence generation I'm getting from the Liberty axis. So I'm going to not do that for the time being. Do you get out of my territory? Under the Teutons now. Interesting choice on their part. Definitely not what I would have picked in their position. But you go get them, AI. You know best for sure. Alright. I'm probably going to need some extra units. How much would it cost for a city? 2760. Okay, they're attacking me again. Just start something like that. Okay, let's see. I should see how much I need for... Need another 15 districts. Not sure if that's going to be possible for me. Have any reinforcements? They do. Okay, still should be fine. These javelin throwers are pretty strong. Surprised I can't hit anything from there, actually. Just throw them down here, I guess. Yeah, I can one-shot those. Yeah, I kind of screwed up. I need to use my javelin ears there first. I'm used to having 3 range on ranged units. Oopsie. Get rid of those archers. Get rid of them too. Great. So thankfully those swordsmen survived. I was pretty sure they would. There's a pretty big combat strength differential, even though the chariot is a reasonably powerful unit. There we go. And so you no longer just get it for free. Need to think about... I think I just want to raise this, to be honest. Yeah, it would put me too far over my city cap anyway. For now, at least. Okay. That is a lot of industry. Plus 10 industry per number of territories in your sphere of influence for the cost of 250 gold. Yeah, absolutely want that. Also have cultural blessing now. Number. So let's keep going on the sphere of influence and staying on the homeland axis. That should increase my cultural output a little bit. see. Say I want to do... Okay, yep, it's fine if they stay there. I wasn't sure if they could kind of get down to that city or not. I didn't want one army to be able to just rocket ahead of the other one there. I think I can get that merchant star. But I don't think that last builder star is even remotely feasible for me. Not without sticking around in this era for way longer than I should. $19. What's the relative benefit there? Yeah, I mean, I can get 19 there too. Okay, I think I stick with market quarters down here. It'd be nice to get agriculture in here as well, though. I don't have a lot of food. I'm going to go ahead and buy that, actually. Let's get the animal barns as well. 13 food there would not be too bad. I would like all my cities to continue actually growing. And let me double check how much gold I need. It's another 500, roughly, so it'd be 3 more turns. That's fine. All right. Just plop it down where there was already a place. All right, so that gives us another horse, another copper, which is going to benefit some of our infrastructure, as well as a new luxury. So it's just a base 5 science on all my cities, which is a nice benefit. And let's see, over here. So 8 money would be fine. Plus 8 science would be fine. I would like to get this connected up so it's all kind of walled. I do feel a little bit vulnerable still. And 21 food. It's pretty good over there. But let's get this area connected so it's all kind of walled in. Okay. We'll be looking at a war there very soon, I think. I'm getting 5 ongoing. How am I here? 3 ongoing. Gonna need a little bit more in the way of army for sure. Oops, did not mean to do lists. I like the visual better. I find it hard navigating the items this small. I'm just used to seeing the icons over the names. Like I couldn't tell you the names of most of the infrastructures, to be honest. Okay, animal barns is 13 food. That's not bad. Do you need more food in here? I'm desperately missing people to fill some of these slots. I think up here, once I finish that, maybe get another couple units, something like that. On the other hand, I could wait until the next era, because then I won't have to pay to upgrade those ones, which might be the preferred option. Because upgrades are quite expensive in VIP. I found it's a major limiting factor to my warmongering. I'm going to keep them concentrated in the same place, even if there's a marginal science gain up there. See, that's not accurately representing my losses if I were to build something there. Okay, I need to worry about stability in here, actually. Get that, and we can get this as well, the City Watch. Give me 30 stability from those. And let's check my stars again. Okay, got my money star. Have the Diplo star. Actually, I'm pretty close to another aesthete star. That's another 2 turns, I think. And I'm close to 3 scientist stars as well. I would need 8 more districts. I mean, I could turn on Landraiser in one of these cities. And that might be enough to get me over the line. I don't know. How much is it worth? Whoops. 357. It's quite a bit. I would also like to get my choice of culture in the next era. I find the medieval era often to be the hardest choice, just because a lot of the cultures are kind of niche in a way. They're all good in very specific circumstances for the most part. So if you don't get the 1 or 2 cultures that are actually good in your one circumstance, then you can really struggle in the medieval. Let's see. Do you feel like I need to keep pushing on market borders down here? Alright, should be good enough. 1 more turn for another aesthete star. And I've got some pretty damn good industry considering where I'm at in the game. Kinda missed playing the Mayans. Alright. Get another 18 there. Do I want to turn on Landraiser? I think I kinda do. Let's go for it. So I'm gonna want to... This is more efficient on industry, right? So this is converting my science output to industry. I'm getting 10 per worker here and 9 science per worker here, so I might as well fill up the industry slots first. Can also do that. I'm just going to buy that, actually. No, that puts me a little low on the gold count, but I'd rather be building the districts. There's my aesthete star. 6 more districts, which might be possible. So this, you can get overpopulation quite easily in VIP, in my experience. I don't think I'm going to get there anytime soon in this game. Holding off on that for now. I think the main reason to go for that is the extra science output that I'd get. I'd rather get that money per population, I think, ultimately, anyway. I'm not going to struggle too much on stability this game, I don't think. I have a pretty good foundation, at least in my sort of 2 core cities. Okay. Thebes. Oh, 34 industry from the watermill. A lot of river on this. Maybe the Harapans wouldn't have been so bad after all, but I would have struggled at the start. I don't think I would have been where I'm at now if I had taken Harapans at the start of the game. Wow, 13 gold there. That's pretty good. Gonna go for a bit of a mix. Wow, 22. Let's grab the forge first. I'm gonna move people onto industry. I don't want to lose population. So I would really like to get that star. I only need 6 more quarters, which I don't think is unobtainable. Only the English and the Teutons have been picked so far. Still turn 86, so like, on a decent pace here. I do worry about, like, the good wonders being taken. I'll be at max war support against Teal here. Actually, yeah, I want to maintain that army there. Want another army kind of positioned down here. So it looks like there is a case for reinforcing this army. I also have new tenants. So Bear Not False Witness has already been taken. Give Alms, I am definitely considering. Undertake Pilgrimage, I don't know why this hasn't been touched. I don't know. It still doesn't feel like that good of a tenet to me. I would definitely rebalance that to something else, I feel like, but I don't know. War support on Grievance Trigger, be okay. 5 stability on Garrison, obviously, is good for me, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more focused on outputs at this point. I think Give Alms is the choice, because I don't have much output in terms of money. And I have been building a decent number of market quarters, right? So I have several up here. I've built some down here. I have some that I kind of stole over here. So I think that one is the one that makes the most sense. Let's see. Maybe another farmer's quarter here. I don't know how long this city's gonna last. It's really not a good city. I think it's gonna get broken up, the various territories, and attached to other cities in time. I could attach this, actually. What's my surplus here? 29%. I do get extra stability if I attach here. Let's go for it. Yeah, 26 industry from that. Looks very nice. Does make my building a little less efficient because of the scaling. Need 4 more. Yeah, I think I look alright for this. So you're gonna grab Javelineer here first, just to make sure I can defend myself. Alright, some more grievances. Let's demand all of them. Okay, and now I'm going to probably give a quick save here. Do they? Yeah, they haven't aired up yet. Just this player for some reason, who really had no business going up an era, I feel like. Okay, so gonna give a quick save. And then it is time for another war, I think, against the Axumites. Hopefully this will be a quick one. Ooh. Didn't see that army there. Let's see. Makes most sense to reinforce. Let's do something like that. Won't be quite as easy as I was hoping for. Okay, last tech here. So definitely want to wrap up my era stars before I reach that tech. Looks like I won't have an issue there. Whoops, I'm spawning these in the wrong place. I should be spawning them like up here. Makes more sense. Alright, I'll just leave one to defend in there for now. Excuse me? What the actual shit is this? Well, this is just a dead army. Now, for fuck's sake. That is ridiculous. I suppose I have 5 unit slots in an army now, don't I? Let's do that. I was making sure I have the infrastructure that reduces army costs. Preposterous. Absolutely absurd. Why couldn't I retreat? There was nothing blocking me from retreating. So stupid. No. All right. That's fine. Okay, I have the Era Stars. Rest are out of reach, so I think it's time to select a culture. So Khmer, English, and Teutons have been taken. The Khmer would have been pretty nice, honestly. Let's finish up this turn first. Okay, finally encountering a few stability issues. Let's get that in there. Just need all this core infrastructure, honestly. Okay, so this is usually where I start to run into some stability problems. Trying to think about what makes the most sense for my current situation. How many horses do I have? I only have 2. It's plus 10 on those, which is still not bad. And if I take Kusa at some point in the future, it's even more. Let's move out of harm's way. So I don't know, I'm kind of... Let's see, plus 3 money on Religious District. Plus 2 money on Emblematic District, and plus 4 money on Commons Quarter. Plus 4 money on Commons Quarter would kind of go to waste for me, but the 3 money on Religious District would affect all the Kunos. So I'd get plus 5 money on each of the Kunas. And plus, was it 2 or 3 on the Cyclopean Fortresses? Wouldn't be bad. Franks would be... I kind of have an issue with the Franks in that plus 10% influence is really not that much. And they, like, this is limited to plus 2 influence per adjacent research quarter. It just doesn't get enough influence to generate the influence stars, in my opinion. So I really don't like the Franks very much. Ghanaians, I don't have the trade to support that, I don't think. I think my other option would be, like, the Taino. They'd give some stability as well as some influence and food. I'm drinking some tea here, so apologies if there's some extra noise. Let's see. 24 in my sphere of influence, and what do they have it as? Plus 3? Yeah. So that would be 81 food on all my cities. No, it can't be. Yeah. I misspoke. I didn't mean 81. That's obviously not right. 24 times 3 would be 82. That would be okay, I suppose. Beatty's, the extra stability and influence are nice. What are my stability options at this point in the game? I feel like it's mostly just building garrisons or commons quarters, right? Yeah, I don't think anything. Just the apothecary gives some stability based on the number of traders rather than researchers in VIP. SX are an option, I suppose. I don't know if I want a bunch of... I don't know if I want to sacrifice population to quite that extent. Do you want to keep doing this, though? I don't know if I need that extra combat strength, frankly. I think I'd rather get money or some other kind of output. The Umayyads are also an interesting option, I think. I have a lot of attached territories, which would help the Grand Mosque, and I do have some religious districts. Would help with my science output, which is definitely a little lacking at the moment. I mean, part of that is because I'm in Andrazer. I'm going to give this a quick save, maybe. Let me wrap up moving my units. Hoping this area down here is a little weaker. I suspect they're concentrated around their capital, but we'll see. Really obnoxious that I lost that army. Okay, I'm going to give this a quick save here in case I change my mind and decide to edit it back in. I think the Umayyads actually make the most sense. It would be really nice to get that extra science and be able to research into the early modern as well. Has some really important texts in the early modern, so we're going to grab them.
Wisdom.
You know what? Honestly, we're already at nearly 40 minutes here, so it might make sense to even cut the episode here and pick up in the medieval in the next one. So I think, you know what? Let's do this battle first. We'll finish this turn, and then we'll call it a day. My units down here. Watch them have peasants already. No, okay. Man, where are they getting all these units from? They have outrageous production or something to be able to produce all this stuff. I'm going to go for the extra food on attached territories because I am a pretty large empire, and also I'm really not making much money, so it'd be pretty hard to justify that, honestly. Okay, so strategy here is they only have one archer, so it's to just sit tight and wear them down with ranged units. Is there anywhere I can go where I can actually target units with this guy? Doesn't feel like there is. Probably want to block movements. Let's go down here. Go right here. Actually, yeah, I can take those chariots out. Okay, that archer is a problem for me. I suppose I really only have to break through the line here like I did last time and park a swordsman there, and it's basically game over for them. Add an extra guy into the mix here. It's really a shame there's nowhere I can go to target anything with this. Just hold it in reserve for now, I suppose. What is there like a fort here or something? I'm not understanding why I'm getting zone of controlled here. I'm actually going to let these Javelineers take a couple of the melee attacks here. I need to preserve the health on some of these swords. Alright. Okay. I get a lot of science. We'll worry about that next time. For now, I'm gonna want another army down here. Now, over here... Am I particularly worried about that army? Not really. I suppose my capital's a little weak, though. Just get a couple units in here, just in case. Some pretty good science. There's fine. That's fine. I only lose 2 industry there. That's probably fine too. Okay. Gonna have to keep a lookout for my stability this era. Okay, you're sitting tight. You're on auto explore. You are building some of these. Maybe more like that. Oh, nope, that doesn't make sense. Actually, it would make more sense like this. There's a little bit of production like that, but it's not a big deal. Down here, yeah, might as well. Like, actually, yeah, that makes sense, because I can connect with a maker's quarter, like right in there. Okay. For tech, I think we grab feudalism first, kind of the normal one, just for the food on tile. And I think that's where we'll leave it. So we'll pick this up in the medieval era as the Umayyads in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. See you next time.